Hey everyone, my name is Monroe Mann, joined today by Stacy Riley down in Ecuador. We're both from the US. She's in Ecuador, I'm in Florida, and welcome to another break diving virtual vacation. Please subscribe, of course, to this channel. You can leave a comment, you can give us a thumbs up and share the video. And finally, of course, in the description, you'll find the link to breakdiving.io, which is our worldwide global personal growth community. And we'd love you to come join us. There's no charge to become a part of what we are doing. So we're going to Helsinki, Finland today. And Stacy just asked what?
Well, have you had the chance to visit Finland before?
I did. I was there in 1997, I believe. No, 1998. I went to college in Lugano, Switzerland for my last 2 years, and they have an academic travel program. So in the middle of every semester, there are 2 weeks where you have to go on a academic trip somewhere. So it was really cool. The first one, I went to Rome in southern Italy. Then I went to Estonia and Russia and Finland. Then I went to South Africa and Swaziland. And then I went to Cornwall in southern England. So it was a cool thing. You have to do research while you're there, and at the end of the trip, write up a paper. What did you learn about the country, about the culture and stuff? So I know a little bit about Helsinki. We went to the was it Nokia? Because we went to Sweden. I think that's in Sweden, is Nokia. And in Finland, that's a good question. We're gonna, our first educational jaunt here will be searching for, is Nokia in Finland or Sweden? Finland, yeah. So we went to the Finland headquarters. I mean, the Nokia headquarters there, and we got a tour, and somebody from the company gave us a speech. And by the way, and this was the time when Nokia was, but in 1998, that was the cell phone company.
I remember that was the phone.
That was the Nokia heyday.
It was the flip phone, right?
That good old flip phone, and then they had those little bricks that kind of looked like this.
Yes.
I remember my friends who were all fancy and a little bit more wealthy at school, and they all had these Nokia phones, the brand new phones. I didn't have a cell phone. I didn't have a cell phone, I think, until maybe 3 years later in 2000 or so. And anyway, I would always laugh at them because they would be calling each other. One was in the library and one was in the dining hall, and literally it's about 200 feet away. And I would just think, oh my gosh, that's so stupid. You're so lazy. And what do we all do now?
Yep.
It's like you text someone in the other room, hey, can you come out here? And,
it's dinner time. Come out.
Yeah, it's dinner time. Come out and eat. But Mom, have you been there? I know you mentioned that your brother had a layover there recently.
Yeah, he had a layover there. He texted me yesterday that he was in Germany, saying he was stuck in Germany, the German airport, and then heading over there for a layover. But I don't know what he's doing over there, probably visiting his friends.
He's there right now in Finland?
He takes weekend trips to Europe. So
awesome.
Yeah, when he can. He's in California, and the flights from LA he can get really good deals from LA.
That's beautiful.
I'll put it that way.
I love it. That sounds fantastic.
So
cool. So we did we'll share the screen here. We'll go over some of those little tidbits that we learned about Finland here before we get this out of the way. All right, so the things that I discovered was that Helsinki was founded in 1550, which was later than I would imagine based on Europe's history.
Right, that is surprising.
A lot longer. And it was founded by the King of Sweden. and it's tended to compete with the city of Reval, now Tallinn, Estonia. I think that, I mean, that there's so much history in that one sentence. I really want to read a book just about this area right now to go, what the heck is going on? What did the King of Sweden have to do with Tallinn, this Revel, city of Revel? And
Exactly.
anyway, so they have a very good rail network, so you can go from Helsinki to all of the rest of the country. And I don't know if I'm saying it right, but the Helsingin Sanomat is the Helsinki News, and it's the biggest, largest paper in Finland and the only one that apparently remains free of control by a political party, which is really interesting. I was just thinking because, not to make this a political discussion, but just the fact, I guess based on this, is that this newspaper in Finland, some of them are controlled, like actual political parties release newspapers.
That's an interesting thought.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like here in the US, there's arguments that the media are left or right or stuff, but they're not aligned formally with a political party. And I'm wondering if, like, literally should the Republicans and Democrats start releasing their own newspapers? Is that what happens in Finland?
Yeah,
I've never even thought about that, but that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And I think it's more honest too.
Right.
Right? At least you know you're reading it. It's from this political party. It's not pretending to be neutral, and then it's got a particular slant. Anyway.
Exactly. They're being honest with where they stand.
I'll read Leonardo's. He couldn't come because he was caught at work. So Helsinki is surrounded by sea and islands, making it a popular destination for boating and island hopping. Reputation as a world design capital. I wonder what he means by that. Does that? Let's just do a search because I want to see if he means design of clothing. Helsinki as a world design capital. Let's see. World design capital, showcasing highlights not only design in the traditional sense, but overall city infrastructure, services, and lifestyle components. Interesting.
Very interesting.
World Design Capital is a not-for-profit. Let's see. Every 2 years, recognizes a city for effective use of design to drive economics, social stuff, culture, and environment. A sustainable design-led urban policy. So Torino, Italy, Seoul, South Korea, Helsinki in 2012, Cape Town, Taipei, Mexico City, Lille Metropole in France, and Valencia, Spain. San Diego and Tijuana will jointly hold designations in 2024. Okay, that's kind of weird. I'm sure both cities are kind of upset that they have to everyone else gets the but San Diego and Tijuana. So that's fascinating.
But they're so close. They're so close in location. There's just a border.
Is San Diego literally on the border with Tijuana?
Yeah, there's a border between Mexico and California, and you can just run across the border pretty easy. I bet that's why they.
Do you know, is San Diego literally on the border, or is it? It's a little bit north, right?
Just a little. I mean,
not by much. You could get
not by much. Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's very fascinating. All right, so will you read your interesting fact?
For sure. Where are we? Helsinki is one of the coldest cities on the planet. When visiting here, you can expect average temperatures to reach around 0 degrees Celsius.
Which is
that's cold.
32 in Fahrenheit. I think it's actually going to be colder than, because 0 degrees is 32 Fahrenheit, and Helsinki is pretty north. New York gets below 0 degrees Celsius, which means Helsinki has probably got to be even colder than that.
Yeah.
So,
maybe they're referring to like the length of time,
So they're saying around the whole year, the average temperature is 32 degrees. Okay, I could get that, why that could be very cold.
Yeah, wow. There's no break, no spring or summer to break it up.
Number 2?
Let's see, number 2, a really interesting feature in Helsinki streets is the fact that they use heated granite. That's because the area is so replete with snow and ice. The slabs would otherwise be extremely slippery and a major hazard. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I've never heard of streets being heated.
Heard of bathrooms being heated.
And swimming pools, yes, but not, well,
Yes.
I guess we've heard of it now. Now some streets are actually,
Maybe
heated.
that's why they won the design award for their heated streets.
I'm sure, and I'm sure we'll see when we're going down, maybe some of the architecture and the way things are designed make us go, ooh, ah. And number 3.
Let's see, number 3, the water in Helsinki is said to be such high quality, it's a major bottled export.
And I'm wondering what those companies are. Let's see. Bottled water companies from Finland. Maybe, oh, isn't Finlandia? Is that a water company?
Oh, you're right.
Or is that something else?
Finlandia, I've heard that before.
I've heard of it, but I don't know if it's water or something else. You know, more. Aquafenica, fine waters by country. Oh, Velamo, that's the one that I have in my refrigerator.
It looks very fancy. It looks like a cologne bottle.
It's funny, and by the way, if anyone from Velamo is listening, your bottle is exquisite. Your cap is the cheapest piece of plastic. So you have these two, they don't seem to match very well. It's like if you're gonna have a plastic bottle, fine. If you're gonna have a glass bottle, fine. Make the cap something substantial. So Velamo Veen, Kua Artisan. Where else? So Finlandia is not. Vesivatan, Velamo, and Santa Claus. I want that. I want that.
Santa Claus spring water. I gotta try that. Polar Spring.
Polar Spring, Finn Spring. So let's look. We're gonna find out what the heck what is Finlandia. University. That's not what we're thinking. So Finlandia means Finland in Finnish. Apparently this is Finnish here, but I thought it was Sibelius, the composer, has a song called Finlandia. So
yes.
Now we know. That's what I was thinking of.
Finlandia vodka. Look, there's vodka. Maybe that's where I saw it.
So maybe you remember the vodka. I remember the song. Cool.
I think I've seen that before in stores.
So here is Finland. Yeah. So when I went there, we landed in. Where did we land? We landed in Moscow. And then we were there for a while during that trip. We took the Orient Express, the Trans-Siberian Express, the train that goes from St. Petersburg all the way to Beijing, China. We took that from here overnight to St. Petersburg. We stayed there for a little bit. Then we took a bus over the border, went to Helsinki. And then my friends and then we all took a ferry from Helsinki to Tallinn. And everybody else flew back from Tallinn back to Switzerland. And I went from three friends and I, we rented a car and went through Estonia, through Riga, went to Vilnius. We tried to go to Minsk where we got stopped at the border. And then we flew to Warsaw. Drove to Warsaw and then went back. So I haven't been here in a long, long time, probably 20 years. Baltic Sea, the Gulf of, what does that say? Bothnia.
Bothnia.
Which is surprising because Bosnia is nowhere near here, but that's strange. So Bothnia. I wonder what's the Bosporus? Is that between England? No, is that in Turkey?
Bosporus. I do not know.
Let me just see if that's what this is called here. I know this has nothing to do with Bosporus.
Everything is so close in Europe and their public transportation is so amazing. You can get places so easily.
I love that so much. Yeah, I'm here in Miami Beach now, and it is so annoying that you have to drive pretty much everywhere, and it's not fun. I miss New York City's public transportation. In Europe, you can go anywhere you want in Europe, and their buses, I think, are a better system. This doesn't look like it's the Bosporus. I'm sorry, we have to learn about the Bosporus. It's gonna distract me. Bosporus, if that's even spelt right. Oh yeah, in Turkey, it's the Strait uniting the Black Sea and the Sea of Marmara. So, okay, so we were looking at the right place in Turkey, but it wasn't. So, but it has nothing to do with here. Okay. So Finland, Helsinki is right at the south, the way south.
I wonder with being, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, you go ahead, go ahead.
I was going to say with being so cold, like they're exporting water, but I wonder what other products they.
Well, guess what? That's what we're here. We're going on our.
What other exports the country has?
Finland's exports. There we go. Machinery, including computers. I would have expected that's one of its biggest. Yet, this is weird. Yet here, this export chart is saying that oil is 46%. Yet here, oil isn't even.
It isn't even mentioned.
Oh, there it is. Mineral fuels, including oil, is 7.
Oh, okay.
So you can't trust anything. Here, this one says Finland is 40. This is how do you know? You can't trust anything on the internet. Literally, nothing on the internet is true. Let's find, is there a better website that is here? OEC World. Finland. It looks kind of. Let's try it.
OEC World country, Finland.
This one also says petroleum.
Petroleum. They're giving it number 1.
Paper.
Probably.
Cars. What's a Finnish car? Okay, this is real. This mystery is deepening.
We're going down the rabbit hole.
What cars do does what cars do or does what cars do? What cars does Finland make?
What cars does?
I'll assume Google won't care about the bad grammar. What cars do Finland? What cars does Finland? Yeah.
Does plural.
Does Finland export? And this is going to say Finland does not export cars.
Right. That'll be the answer. Finland's top 10 exports to the world.
Cars in Finland. No. Well, cars of Finland. The fastest growing export markets for cars of Finland were Australia, China, Japan. What's the name of the company?
I wonder if it's the computer components for the cars, but I mean, they're saying cars though.
Yeah,
so you would think cars, not computer components for the cars.
Does Finland make cars? Over 1.5 million cars have been delivered to customers from Uusikaupunki. Or I'm wondering if they design cars from other manufacturers and then export them. Maybe like Toyota. Toyota makes their car in Finland and then exports it. Skoda.
I know Mexico does that for a lot of car manufacturers. They'll make the cars in Mexico and then export them.
So maybe that's what they're doing. But they're also saying Skoda, a Finland best-selling car brands. Toyota, Volkswagen, Skoda. Let's find out where Skoda is from. Skoda. Skoda Car Company. Is this it, Skoda? Skoda could be the largest car company you've never heard of.
They've got us there.
Let's see what we learn about
Skoda.
Skoda. Czech.
Czech-based automaker celebrating anniversaries in 2020. Oh, look at that car.
1885.
Look at how the front passenger door opens. Is that open from the front?
It opens from the front. It's like some of the old Rolls Royces, I think.
Wow.
Here, original Skoda from 1906? No. L&K. So anyway, I guess we'll have to take them at their word for it that Finland exports cars. It must be cars that are made by other. It was acquired by Volkswagen. Okay. And oh, the new ones look very nice. It's a good looking car.
Wow.
And they have an electric version here. Interesting. So going back, let's see, what is it? Cars. And oh, here's a report on their cars. Should have clicked on that link to begin with.
Ah, I missed that too.
My throat hurts so much. I woke up this morning with a really sore throat. I don't have any other ailments, just a sore throat. I wonder if that means I hope I don't have strep throat or something like that.
Do you have Listerine? You could gargle with Listerine and it cuts down the bacterial load in the back of your throat.
Oh.
So if you do have something, you could shorten it. The idea is.
Thank you. I'm gonna give that a whirl after I get it on here. I'll go to the
do it every 12 hours. It'll cut down the bacteria load in your throat.
We are learning so much during this virtual vacation. So it doesn't actually tell us the name of the types of cars or anything. So anyway, at least you know that Skoda is still in business. All right, so now we can zoom in. Let's go in and drop our pin, and we'll get onto one of these roads here in Finland, in Helsinki. I love, oh, there we go. Okay, so. All right, so there it is right here.
Wow, it just looks like a lot of little islands.
Yeah, tons of islands. It's like the Philippines, the north. No, I didn't realize this. Look at this. They're literally.
It's a patchwork of land and water. Wow.
Huh. Yeah, when I was there, we really just stayed in the city center. We didn't get to drive around. I imagine driving around would be really pretty. You're just driving over all of these different bridges, seeing all these bodies of water.
I'm sure.
All right, let's grab our little man here. And tell me when to stop.
Stop. Wherever you... Ooh, what do we got here? Jewelry, art.
Art gallery, jewelry and art gallery.
I see lots of jackets and warm clothes.
This looks like a chilly day. All right, so you make the first decision. Do we go to the right? Do we go straight or to the left?
Let's go to the left.
To the left. Okay.
Pretty architecture.
Why are we on the sidewalk? I've never done Google one of these Google map tours where the whatever the camera is taking the photo from the sidewalk.
You're
Yeah,
right. They're always on a car.
yeah. I wonder
Driving
if
around the streets.
the government said you may not go on our streets. You must go on a bicycle.
Wow, those buildings are really pretty.
I was gonna say it's like how nice having a little apartment right here, right above all the
Mhm.
shops.
Oh, it's lovely.
Very lovely.
Lovely.
Oh, here's some real estate for us to buy.
There you go. Peek in and see how, no,
I wish we could see how much they are, but well,
me too. But for curiosity's sake.
I wonder if we're going to stay on the sidewalk when we're going to go, are we going to cross at every crosswalk?
Wow. Now those circles where they have a little pinpoint, can you jump over to those things? Those,
I think it brings up information about that.
Oh, quick fact.
Yeah, little information about that particular place. And then here, yeah, same thing. I think it'll bring out information about that. Oh my gosh, that is a packed place. Do you see how many people are in there?
That's a ton of people. It's warm.
I can tell. Right, why is it getting all funky where I can't? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, went to the street. All right, do we go left, straight, or right?
I don't know. How about, where do you want to go?
Let's go to the right.
Or right? Okay.
Oh. Let's see if we can find a Skoda car on the streets. Oh, what we did before is kind of come up with a little game where you try to say, find the first person to find somebody who's riding a moped, a scooter.
Okay.
First riding a bicycle. The first person who is eating something. The first person who is maybe you can see somebody driving a car.
Okay.
Anything like that, just something fun. It's like, oh, I found something new. Helsinki self-storage. That looks like a pretty secure self-storage, like an ancient vault, a medieval.
It does. Nice keypad there.
I think I chose a really bad road to go up. It's really boring.
I don't see a lot of vegetation, probably for the temperature. There's not a lot of plants out.
Let's see what's going on up here. Oh, is that a bicycle? No.
Someone's walking on a.
Kind of get stopped and you can't go any further. I don't know. It just doesn't, when it doesn't change.
Ah.
All right, let's go back. I really don't like that we're on the sidewalk. See, look at it. It's just really annoying and it just keeps sending us back and forth to the left side of the sidewalk, to the right side.
Must think we're looking for a business there.
I don't know.
Like you're scanning back and forth for, where is that barber shop?
Yeah, this is, hold on. Can we move him? How am I gonna? Usually I'm able to. Just bring back the map. Yeah, okay, so. Let's throw them in a different place. There's a park we can go through.
Oh, there's a park.
Oh, here's the ocean. Let's go over there and see what we can see.
Okay.
Well, that's very nice.
Yeah. Oh, that's very pretty.
All right, so
There's the vegetation.
we found some vegetation. Where's is that the ocean over there? Does it look like that's the ocean in the background? Or is it this way? I think it's over there to the right.
Trying to look at the little person to see where he's pointing.
Oh yeah, we're going towards the ocean now. Sort of. Oh, it's still on the sidewalk. Oh, there's a guy in a t-shirt.
Not fazed by the cold.
And whoever sees your brother gets like big bonus points. No, this was taken in September 2020. Have you been to Europe before?
I have not. No.
You haven't joined your brother on a trip one of these times?
No, we were talking about going to Germany in a couple years.
That sounds fun.
I'm studying German for this trip.
You're starting to learn German.
Yes.
Okay. Does your brother always go to Finland? Is that his destination of choice?
I think he goes to he sees his friend in Lithuania.
Oh, cool.
So they travel around in Europe.
All right, whenever you see a Ferris wheel, you know you're getting to a part of town that is touristy and is going to have some people. Let's see, how do we get to the look, the architecture, they're all like this. They have these buildings and they have these little 3-window, I don't know what you call that.
What are they called? Bay windows? Or
sounds like it could be a bay window. Yeah. The balcony's even cooler.
Oh.
Okay, let's see.
It's nice. Gives you just a little bit of outside space, the balconies, to go have coffee in the morning if the weather's nice.
If the weather's nice. Well, I'm sure for them weather nice means 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, probably.
It's so warm out today. It's 40. Sometimes this goes so slow. You press forward and it takes forever. It only goes forward about a foot. Look at this. It's only going forward the tiniest bit. What is that?
It looks like a train station, doesn't it?
I was gonna say, it looks like a train station, but
or a ferry, yeah.
Or is it let's see, what does this sign say? Airport is that way. Don't see a train, unless what's on the top right?
Airhead. That might be is that a train or a metro? No, train.
No, I think it's a trailer. Camper on a boat or camper on a trailer, something like that. Finland. $2021. Wow, these things have become ubiquitous everywhere. Everywhere I go, you see these things. Do you have them in Ecuador a lot too?
I don't have those down here in Ecuador. But
I mean, not you particularly, but do you see people driving around in them, or no one drives them really?
Down here, no, they have motorcycles, and they'll have motorcycles and dirt bikes.
Okay.
So the dirt bikes are really loud. For some reason, I don't know why they're so much louder than regular motorcycles.
Interesting.
And then
there are fewer regulations on muffler sounds and stuff. So I hear motorcycles and trucks going by, they go, I think they actually modify it to remove the muffler.
So it sounds cooler. It sounds cooler.
Anything it sounds cooler to me is just deliberately annoying. Can we walk through the oh, here we go.
Oh, neat.
Let's see if we can go down and see the Ferris wheel. Oh, it's called the Sky Wheel Helsinki in the bottom left. It says Sky Wheel, and we're in Tapatori.
Helsinki.
I wish they did this Google Map thing only on days when it's sunny. I mean, look at this. It's such a depressing. Again, maybe this is like Scotland and it's always typically overcast and rainy. And maybe this is typical of what the weather is like there. I don't know.
That
But
could be.
it's not.
They said, well, if we don't take it today, we'll never take it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see a dog in a jacket.
Where?
Back. It had a yellow jacket.
Let's see if we can find that dog again. No.
Plants. And then it's gone. It's like it was a figment. It was
Oh,
a,
there it is.
oh, there he is.
Is it a dog or a cat? It's a dog. Yeah, that's not a cat's.
Adorable.
This is October 2020. Is this during COVID? Is that what these tents are?
Oh, you're probably right. Testing.
Unless it says hot dog.
Oh, it says hot dog.
What if it
Oh.
says hot dog and testing? Get your hot dog and testing. Hot dog and testing. Why are you going down this way? We don't want to go down this way. We want to go. Would you go to hot dog and testing or this hot dog truck? This one looks a lot more sanitary than the other. How do we?
And there's pictures. I wouldn't know the words. I need a picture menu.
Here's a picture. Let's see. Looks like Dunkin' Donuts.
They had
Coffee.
they had me at coffee.
Coffee Japula.
Avi.
Oh, and now we know how to say meat pie, which is lit.
Oh,
This is probably the most important word in any language, meat pie.
yes.
Meat pie. All right, let's get to this Ferris wheel. I forget where the first Ferris wheel was. I know it was named after a guy named, I think, John Ferris, but I don't know where it was. Maybe it was in England. Oh, we're going over a bridge of some sort. Oh, there's a river here. Or I don't know what this is. That's really strange. Huh.
But it's so low. Yeah. Wow. And then it goes up.
The Flying Cinema.
Flying cinema. Oh, do you think it's one of those zero gravity? Oh, no. I thought maybe it's one of those where you're suspended in the air.
Or is this?
Oh, it's a tour.
Do you think this is the name of the Ferris wheel? They call it the Flying Cinema? Or is it a helicopter thing? Maybe when we, wait, what does it say here?
Tour of Helsinki.
Or is it a video? Oh, maybe it's like you're a virtual reality. Maybe it's like you sit in a video.
That'd
Flying
be neat.
tour. I guess you're in a movie and it's a movie theater and it takes you on a helicopter tour of, but you're not actually in the helicopter. You're just in a movie theater in there, maybe.
We'll see.
What do we see in there? I just see bottles of booze.
I do too.
Well, when we're in Helsinki, we'll have to figure out what that.
Oh, big owl.
A big what?
There was a picture of a big owl eye when you turn the.
Oh, you're about 10 seconds behind me.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, 'cause I passed that owl. There it is over here.
Oh, okay.
So if anything I say makes no sense, maybe because we're looking.
Got it.
Do you want to
Oh,
go
they're
on?
enclosed. They're enclosed. The cabin of the Ferris wheel.
I think a lot of them are like that now, the newer ones, just
Yeah.
because they don't want to. Also, I think it's for weather reasons, maybe, because it's
Yeah.
always.
I went to a Ferris wheel in Miami and it was enclosed.
Yeah, that's the one right near where I live, and
That was fun.
I
I
for
would,
Miami, you'd think it would be nice if it were open air, so you could feel the sea breeze. But there's a tower. There's a castle, restaurant.
definitely.
Let's go this way. The city kind of has an industrial feel.
I would say that too.
I don't know if it's maybe just the block nature of the buildings too. Like this looks kind of like a factory. And
Mhm.
part of me thinks, I wonder, was Finland ever under the control of Russia? I'm wondering if some of this architecture is from, or is it related to Russia just in culture in some ways? Maybe there's some of the, I mean, it's very close to Russia. It's on the border of
Yeah.
Russia.
Yeah.
So some of these, so there's a cable car somewhere. Let's see if we can find the cable car.
Oh, awesome.
The US used to have so many cable cars, and we just get rid of them all, like these little trams. And what is wrong with us? There used to be a train that went from Miami to Key West.
Really?
Yeah, back in the early 1900s, I think. And whenever you drive down to Key West, you can look on the right and you'll see the old train trestles and the old train tracks. I was like, why would we not want to have a train to easily go to places in the country?
There was such a drive, I guess, maybe to have your own car. I don't know. Maybe they
I think so. Maybe it was a status
just,
symbol type of thing.
yeah.
That I get that the United States is significantly bigger than Europe, but China is just as big as the United States, and they've got trains everywhere. Wherever you want to go, you can get there by train. So, well, if China can do it, why can't the U.S.? It's not that we can't do it. It's that for some reason we're deliberately choosing not to. Why is this area blurred out? I wonder what is there. What's behind here that we can't see? All right, the train. What's that? Should we?
A cloak of invisibility.
Yes, that's right. Oh, it's Harry Potter. Should have known. This is super weird. What is up with the building?
It has to be maybe a government office or something.
Something like that. Well, it's funny though. We can certainly see it if we just go there. And wait, now it's not. That's the same building right there.
Right. Yeah.
So why is it not blurring? Maybe there was somebody falling out of a window and dying. Right.
Oh no.
You didn't want us to see the person demise. Yeah, where is this cable car? Hold on. Or did they get rid of the cable car? Like, I mean, maybe these tracks are just.
Has to be there still.
Come on, let's go around the corner. Not that hard. Let's do it. There's the track still there. It looks like it's well maintained.
It does look like a clean city.
Yeah, very, very clean.
With very nice sidewalks.
And very few people walking around. You notice?
Yes.
And no cars. Look at this. There's nobody. Yeah. Again, it might be because of, well, this was July 2021. COVID was kind of ended by then.
Ended.
I don't see a car, a rail car.
Maybe it is more of an industrial section that we selected. Maybe it's on a weekend or something. Where
let's go back and try to find a different area. We'll do one more pin, see if we can find the hip part of town.
Okay.
Where's the hip part of town? No idea. There's a church there.
Oh.
I bet a church would be near in this area. This may be, let's just try that. Maybe that's going to be in a popular part of, where was the church? There's a Templin Church right here. Let's see.
Templin. It's pretty.
Oh, I don't see a church anywhere.
Oh, playground.
Where's the playground?
Oh,
that's a
street
playground. You can play on little rocks and grass. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Swing set. I see a bike, but no person on the bike. And
We have to find somebody on a bike. Gotta find somebody. What is that? An ATM or maybe a parking meter?
Oh.
Or is it?
Look at the length of the word.
I know.
That's a long word. Reminds me of the German words I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, some of those German ones, oh my gosh, they are very, very long. I don't know if that's parking or is it but there's no bus. I don't think it's a bus stop, does it? Or what does that say? No parking? I don't know.
Yeah, it has hours on it, so maybe it is. Another bike. Dog.
There's a river right over here on the left. I think that. Or it seemed like a river, or is it a street? Yeah, how weird. Look, all of the architecture is very similar. Look, it's got this.
It really is.
Wherever you go, it's the same. And here's the same thing, except it's just 3. I mean, it's more of a square.
Oh, yep.
That's interesting. Notice that there don't seem to be high buildings. Let me just do a search and find out Helsinki Business District, because I know that I'm pretty sure that the Nokia building was pretty tall. Opus Business Park. Well, let's find Nokia. Nokia.
Oh, let's see if it looks the same.
Headquarters building. Helsinki. Yeah. See if I remember it. Okay. Whoa. Did you see where that went? That went way away from where we were. It says it's right here. Or there it is, right here. Microsoft. All right, let's take a look.
Nice, they have a building on the water. Probably makes them more productive at work than Microsoft.
Yeah, more pleasant to
look out at the water.
If you have problems with your computers, you can just walk to the building next door and say, hey,
fix this.
Fix this. The Windows 11 isn't working. I don't remember this. Maybe they moved. I felt like we were in a different area.
Oh wow, look at that.
This is the Miami Beach of Finland.
Yes. Right on the water. Oh, look at the boats. Yep.
You know what's amazing just to think? I mean, you realize how much wealth there is here in Miami Beach. where these are pretty big boats. Would you not agree?
Yes.
They are ants compared to the boats that are parked here in Miami Beach. And they're just, where do they get this money from? Because this boat here must be at least a few $100,000, maybe $800,000, who knows? And then, I mean, these other ones are probably like $20 million, $30 million yachts. Unbelievable. Let's check the what was it? What did we say? The Helsinki Business District. What was the other one? Opus Business Park in Herttoniemi City Center. The urban area ends at Takatulu. City Center. Here, wait, what is the Helsinki's? Oh, the Helsinki Design District. We have to go there.
Ah.
Design District Helsinki. Is there a way that we can? Design District Helsinki. There we go. Do you see where the pin went down?
It's taking a second for it to load. I don't see where it went. It's a sea of pins.
Maybe this whole thing is the design district. So let's just try one. Let's just try right in the middle here. Well, it's so funny that the guy is hanging. Okay, so this is the design district, but we can't see anything because we're under this. Oh, look at this. This is different architecture.
Definitely.
Yeah, this looks like the typical European.
Yeah, Victorian, maybe.
Type of city. You may know better than me. I don't know I did do a course in architecture and all the different periods, Baroque and Gothic, and I don't remember what they are. I just know it looks European.
Yes.
Let's see which way to go. Which way to go? There are not many tall buildings. It's really 4 stories is kind of the most we get.
Yeah.
Pair of shoes, and we're back to the sidewalk mumbo jumbo. Literally left, right, left. She. Maybe they don't ride bicycles in Finland. I mean, it's not out of the question. Someplace, maybe it's just too cold during this time, and so there's no way I'm gonna ride a bike.
I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, I'll slip or fall, and
this looks
I'm not
like
gonna get on the bike.
Isn't it? Yeah, it is Arabic, but I don't wonder what this is.
Has a different feel though than the other area. The other area did feel more industrial. This feels more.
This is more
quaint.
Quaint.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But living here and walking around, there's another pup.
Little shops and coffee houses, restaurants.
I feel like the time to go is definitely going to be during the spring or summer when it's a little bit warmer and maybe the skies are blue. Like this December. December is just kind of depressing.
Very dreary.
Dreary is the word. Look how dreary he is. It's pretty dreary.
He does.
I just made up a word, dreared, but I don't think that's right. He's very dreared at the moment. There's got to be a bicycle up here somewhere. Butcher. Oh, there's a bicycle.
Oh, see, they're always unmanned.
I think I'm going to make a decision that seeing 2 bicycles without somebody riding is the equivalent of finding somebody who is riding a bicycle. Especially if you see 3, there's a 3rd one there, and 4 over here.
They just left.
They just left. Sushi bar. Do you like sushi? I don't really like eating sushi.
No, I grew up in Arizona and there wasn't a big seafood
Well,
culture there in the middle of everywhere of no. Mexican food. I like Mexican food.
Mexican food is good. I prefer Mexican over sushi. I just don't want to eat things that are used to be alive that are now dead and it's raw.
Yeah.
That is funky. Oh, I wonder if look that's part of the device. Is it a motorbike that they're on?
They try to blur themselves out, but we have proof.
We have proof. We'll go to the end of the line. We'll see what this building is right at the end, and then if we can get there, let's see.
It's a really fun feature that Google has to allow you to walk around and check out different areas in the world.
Well,
it's pretty neat.
Oh, this is the perfect end.
Oh, there we go. We found it.
Found the train, the streetcar. Very cool. Very, very cool. And we saw a bus. And we
alive and well.
we found the hip place to be. So, all right. So, what is your most memorable part of visiting Helsinki today?
Oh, I like the quaint buildings in the last part. It looks very homey. Like I would go and walk around and get a coffee and walk around the streets looking at the buildings.
I bet there are a lot of people in cafes there working on their computers and drawing and doing cool stuff. I love trains. So anytime I see a train, it tends to be a highlight for me. So finally catching the little streetcar at the end was a big win for me. And so don't get off the call. We're just going to end the recording. For those of you who were watching on YouTube, feel free to tell us what you thought was the most interesting part of Helsinki, or ask us a question, or ask somebody from Finland a question. Maybe someone on YouTube will find it. We again hope you'll join us at breakdiving.io. We're a global, close-knit, not-for-profit personal growth community, and we'd love you to join us. Wave goodbye, Stacy.
Okay, bye. Have a great day.